Today we'll have same. Hi friends. Today we'll have same topic of year slope deflection method, but we'll go with our portal frames for year sway analysis. Now, if you see with my previous class, there we have dealt with our slope deflection only for a continuous beam we have dealt. But now here, if you see, we'll go with our slope deflection method for a portal frame. Now, if you see with your portal frame, in a portal frame, you have to remember whether it comes under your sway analysis or it will not come under your sway analysis. How will we come to know that it is going to come into your sway analysis? Now, if you see, let us consider any frame. If you take this as a frame, if you consider this as a frame, can we tell that yes, this frame comes under a sway analysis or it comes under a non-sway analysis? How can we see that? Now, if you see with such a type of a frame, whenever we have loading like this, if you have vertical loading, then we don't have any sway analysis. Sway analysis will occur only because of here horizontal forces or horizontal loads. Whatever horizontal loads are going to come, due to that only we will be having our sway analysis. Now, let us take an example that whenever we have a force like this, let us take a W force. When W force comes and occurs, find this beam tries to deflect like this. It tries to deflect like this. So this deflection is nothing but a delta. When it tries to deflect it, this delta deflection, whatever is there due to this loading W, then this type of a frame we call it as a sway analysis or a sway frame. Fine. Non-sway frames are nothing but which doesn't have a loading like this, which doesn't have an horizontal forces on that one. It has only like vertical forces will occur on that one. Now let us have one problem on here portal frame with here sway analysis. Now similarly, even if you might get a doubt, sir, if you have even a portal frame like this, even if you have a loading here. Now let us take an example that for same frame, if this end it is fixed, here I have made it as fixed. Same problem was there. We have loading, even we have loading here, we have a loading as W, but now this frame has converted from here sway analysis to non-sway analysis. Why? Because even if you apply a force W on here horizontal like vertical member AB, let us take here AB member, on here vertical member if you apply a force, this is your fixed support which is not trying to have a deflection. So there is no deflection. If there is no deflection, which tells that there is no sway. If there is a deflection, then we can tell that yes, there is a sway. And this deflection will occur only in your vertical member, but it will not occur in your horizontal member. Fine. So let us go with our problem. Now here if you see one problem I have given you for your sway analysis. For your portal frame using your slope deflection method. Now let us solve this problem. It is a simple problem only, but a bit lengthy we have. Now if you see this one, we have 2 point loads on your AB span. Similarly, we have a single point load which is acting exactly at the center at a distance of 2.5 meters and 2.5 meters with the loading as 32. Similarly, here also we have 18 kilonewtons which is acting exactly at the center. But the supports, if you see, I have given you different supports. Fine, you can even have a UDL over here if you want, or you can have some other loading conditions also if you require. Fine, but if you see, I have given you two different support conditions. One as your fixed support, the other as here hinge support I have given you. The loading conditions here I have given. Now, if you see with your steps, what was your step 1? Now, let us just recall with our steps of your slope deflection method. What are the different steps involved in your slope deflection method? If you see with your step 1, it is your fixed end movements you have to calculate. What are the fixed end movements if you see? Fine. If you have a fixed support like on both the sides, if you have a point load which is acting exactly at the center L by 2 and L by 2, then whatever movement here you will get. Whatever movements if you see here, the movement here we have, if this is here A, if this is here B, W we have, then the movement here we will be having send. So movement MAB here we will have, MBA here we have. Now what is the movement here if you see we will have it as minus WL by 8. Similarly here it is plus WL by 8. Now similarly if you go with our next case, if we have an eccentric, let us take it as A distance and B distance, the loading is W, this is my point A, this is my point B. Then if you consider with our movements like fixed end movements over here, we have MAB as A and B. This is not acting exactly at the center. We have A and B distance, then minus WA B square upon its L square. Similarly, this is here MBA, which is equal to here plus WA square WA square B upon its L square. So only these two conditions I think we required. But even if you go with our third case, like most probably you getting in your exam, which is nothing but we have a complete UDL. If a complete UDL we have W kilonewton per meter length L we have, then this is your point A, this is your point B. Then again if you see here movement conditions over here, this is our MAB. If you talk, MAB will be equal to here minus WL square by 12. This is here MPA, it will be equal to here plus WL square by 12. So these are the basic fixed problems we have, which is nothing but a point load acting at the center, point load acting at A and B distance, point like we have a complete UDL. So this is our step 1, which is nothing but a fixed end movements. Once if we have got with our fixed end movements, second step is we have to use here slope deflection equation. Now second step, if you see step 2. Step 2 is nothing but we have to use with our slope deflection equation. What is our slope deflection equation? One I write MAB, which is equal to here MFAB. This MFAB is nothing but you will be getting from here first step. MFAB is nothing but here fixed support for MFAB plus 2EI by L into 2 theta A plus theta B minus 3 delta upon its N. So this is my slope deflection equation, which is equal to here MAB, which is equal to here MFAB. Now one thing you have to remember is whenever you start with here MAB, whatever letter you will read as A, then that letter will be here twice of here theta. So you have to do 2 times of here theta. Similarly, if you write it here MBA, let us write it there MBA, which will be equal to here MFBA plus 2EI upon its L into, now here we have B as first one, so here you get it as 2 theta B plus theta A minus 3 delta upon its L. So whenever you get a first letter, that will be here twice of here theta. So that you have to remember it. So this equation you have to remember. Once if we have got with this equation, then the step 3 is nothing but we have to go with our equilibrium equation or equilibrium condition. So step 3, if you see it here, step 3 we have equilibrium condition. Equilibrium condition here, if you see, we are having here MBA plus MBC should be equal to 0. Equilibrium condition is nothing but whenever you talk about equilibrium condition, you have to see where do a joint occur, where do we have a joint. Now if you see here we have a joint at DY, because whatever movement we have for a BA and whatever movement we have for a BC, if you add these two movements, then total answer should be equal to 0. Then only that joint will be stable. If it is not 0, then it will not be in a stable. So here we have did the same thing. MBA plus MBC should be equal to 0. Similarly, if you take it here second case, MCB plus MCD should be equal to 0. Once if you have did here equilibrium equations, from this equilibrium equations only we will be finding with our theta at here B, we will be finding with here theta at here C. Similarly, we will be finding with our delta at here wherever we have our sway analysis. Now you might get it out, sir, we have 3 unknown equations. Now here if you see, we have 3 unknown, theta at B, theta C, and we have even delta. Now if you want to find out such type of problems, then what we have to do is we should generate one more equation. That one more equation will be here horizontal. We have horizontal condition, or we call it as shear force or shear movement we take. How we have to take it out? Shear is nothing but we have to calculate our horizontal forces HA, we have to calculate our horizontal forces HD here we have to calculate, and we have to add all the horizontal forces. From using these horizontal forces only, you can find it out one more equation. This is your third equation. Now using these 3 equations, you can find it out here 3 unknowns. Once if you have done with finding it here 3 unknowns, then what is our next step? Step 4 is nothing but substituting here. Step 4, we have to find out with our final end moments. Final end movements. We have to go with our final end movements. Once if we have find with our final end movements, then the last step is nothing but we have to draw with our bending moment diagram. For a bending moment diagram, this we have to remember minus, plus, plus and minus. Whenever you are at support A, if you get here MAB as minus, then the diagram will be above. If you go on here other side at point B, if you have got positive, then the diagram will be above. If the diagram is negative, then it comes below. So according to that, for each and every member, you have to look after this diagram and then you have to plot it. So this is the complete procedure for your slope deflection method for your portal frame using your sway analysis.